Hi and welcome. Hi and good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world when you are watching. Hope you're watching and catching me live, because that would be nice. And maybe write a little hello in the chat, which you are able to if you subscribe, and you only have to be subscriber for 1 minute to be able to do that. I have two card decks for you today. This week I have a Moonology Oracle with this beautiful artwork here. This is interesting. I opened just at the time to give rather than take, and that was one of the cards I had for the Danish one. That's interesting. And then I have the Magical Dogs Tarot. And they look like this in the back. And for instance, like this with the Magician, also called the Mage here. There's slightly changes in this deck. For instance, the coins, pentacles are earth, and the swords are sky. For instance, like this one. There are a few differences. In fire, one is fire, and the cups. I have to put that up. The cups are a sea. Just want to show you this card here. They are a bit slippery. Sorry. Like this, like the Ace of C. That's like the Ace of Cups in traditional. That's nice. Hello, Jennifer. I am. Yeah. I'm also very happy that you're catching me. I will do short reading for the week first, and then I will get to the personal card. So you can write in the chat if you would like one, and I will get to you. First, this week is sort of special, and it is special for several reasons. One reason, of course, is because it is Monday the 1st, so it's the first day of the month. It's also the first month after the solstice, and it's the first month and the first day in the second half of the year after our calendar. So there's a lot of firsts, and the Mage card in the bottom here before, and the Ace of Sky, no, the Ace of Water, the Ace of Sea falling on the floor. Then there's a lot of first and number ones that is sort of important, and it's about creating new beginnings, and so this sort of underlying. And also because it's the first of the month. Hello, Danny. Thank you. Also good to see you. Then it's not just for the week. There's also this will also be sort of the underlying energy for a longer period of time, around a month-ish, maybe a little longer, maybe a little shorter, depending on how the energies flow. So yes, I will be getting to that. I will remember that. And Danny, you can of course also get a message from the cards if you like. If you prefer one deck over the other, then please write it in the chat, or else I will let the cards choose. So we're going to begin with two cards from the Magical Dogs Tarot. Oh yes, about the court cards. Then the page is Puppy, and then it's Alpha for the King, and they have other names for the court cards. I don't quite recall the 12, but we will see if we find them. So they're a bit slippery. I love the size of this deck anyway, and the back of them. Oh, look at this High Priestess card. Lovely. With all these different dogs in them. I love both dogs and cats. So also have the Mystical Cats Tarot. So yes, this is interesting. We have the Strength, and look at this. I think it's it's a big dog, and I think it's a Grand Danois. I'm not all that into. Thank you for the hearts. And this little kitty, pulling its tail, playing, and it's just lying there, calm as is. And so the strength is very much about not being strong and watching, that kind of strong. It's more this kind of inner peace strong, that you are having the strength and the within you by being peaceful. And yes, this little kitty is playing, and they're having, it's looking like they're having a good time. This dog does not look like it's being annoyed. They're looking like they are friends. So that peace, and hello Lila, that peace gives the strength within. And it's getting underlined big time by the C alpha male. And that's sort of the King of Cups. The C alpha male is, he knows his suit. He knows the feelings. So, and have the calmness to handle whatever comes along. Looking, we have this, he doesn't even have to look at this, what's it called, when the waves flush to the floor and make towards the land and make all this white foam. It's called something in Danish. It's called sprænding, and I'm sure that's not it, not nearly that it in English. But this has a word for it, but I do not I do not know it in English. But anyway, he doesn't have to look at it he still feels secure. He feels secure, and he is secure, and he masters his elements. He masters the emotions. He masters whatever comes. He keeps his calm, and that's sort of double up here. So the calmness gives the strength within. The calmness within and the strength within gives the calm. The strength within gives the calm, and the calmness gives the strength. So they are making each other stronger, so to speak. So that is an energy that if you do not feel it in this week, this energy is there for you to tap into. This energy is here for you to help you whatever comes along. No matter how rough a sea around you, behind you, then know that you have the capacity to stay calm, to know that this is something and you know what is the best way to be in that sort of emotion or that sort of turmoil, if that's the case, or if someone is from situations that you do not have control of, because you do not have a control of a little playful kitten, unless you are being aggressive. But that is not the case. It's about calmness, ease, peace, and finding the strength in that. The strength and the calm, the strength and the calm, and the calm and the strength. That is it. Hi, Path. 2 Moonology cards, and then I will start reading for you. So, Lila and Path, you can also write if you would like a card, and then I will get to it in a little while. I will take them in order. Jennifer first, and then Danny, and then you two if you'd like one. Come on, show me one more. One more for the week. No. Sometimes they take a long time to show themselves. Apparently this is one of the times. Whoops, here it was, finally. One of these 3 here. No, this is not this one. This one, good. Yes. Exactly. We have the energy of ending something after it has been quite turmoil, like a fiery climax approach. So it's like real important, the calm, because it's approaching, and we have a time for healing. The time for healing with the balsamic moon. And I really sense a calm in this picture. As much as I sense the fiery energy and like, oof, we have done a lot, and there's this sort of completion around something that can have been a little bit like woof, like all this all these waves and waves in the background. And we've been rough and tough and tumble, and maybe it'll be like a little bit woozy during it. But now it's time for the calmness within, finding the strength through the calmness, and getting calm through the strength, and letting those two things strengthen each other and grow from each other. Then the healing will occur. then the healing will occur. So being open to do that, and knowing that this turmoiled time are coming to its completion, and the healing has already begun. And the energy here for the calmness and the strength are here also at the same time for you to invite in, for you to step into, for you to interact with it any way that feels right for you and best for you, and in this moment of time and where you are in your life. Okay, so let's see, Jennifer first. One from each. I have at least 4 messages, so and I do not have the space for me all day, and not all day, as long as I reckoned I had. So maximum of an hour, all in all, including what the time that has gone. For Jennifer. Oh, excuse me. Oh, my nose is tickling. All these changes in the weather all the time. This is the tricky thing with these Moonology cards. They're sort of thick, and they have this tendency to gather together in small little lumps, small little clutches, and one from the dog. Jennifer was there. Okay, let's see. Oh, wow, Jennifer. This is like a real nice message for you. You have the 6 of fire, and look, he has accomplished something. His knowledge that he has accomplished something. And we have the energy of the new moon in Cancer that is bringing you the message that both you and your loved ones are safe. So, time for celebrating, time for patting yourself on the back for job well done. You are safe, and your family are safe. Okay? And you are also acknowledged. I'm getting among your peers for the great work that you have done with yourself, for your community, and for being you in the way that you are you. And that the way you are being you are also the thing that are helping big time that you are safe, for being the way that you are you. That this keep getting the word cocoon, you know, not like being closed in cocoon, but like being protected cocoon, you know, so that when you are in this feeling of, yes, I can do it, and I have done it, and I can do it again, and using this energy of calm and calmness and the strength within, then you are safe, and your loved ones are safe. Hope that helps. Let's see, then it's Danny. Dogs, 1, 2 cards from the dogs. Oh, then it's perfect. Sometimes we really need to hear something that we know, but you know, lots of life things can make us unsure and doubt ourselves and our situations and stuff, and then when someone comes along, today me, and then everything falls into place once more, and that's nice. We get confirmed, and all the doubt gets away, so that's nice. So this is for you, Danny. That's interesting. No, like this. We have the 8 of Earth and the 7 of Sky. And the 7 of Sky is upside down, and it's sort of weird because I normally don't use this deck upside down. Sometimes I do, but for a while I haven't. So, and anyway, this card has turned itself. I've just checked that if it was an accident or not an accident. It's not an accident, and that's a good thing, because Seven of Sky can be a tough card, a tough energy to be in. So when it's is it of Sky? Yes, it can be a tough energy to be in, because it's about if I show you the right way up, you can see one dog here is enjoying the air, smelling the air, and not taking notice of this other dog, getting his chance to maybe take some of what is this dog's. And it can be physical things, of course, but I really sense that it can also be like energy-wise and stuff. So normally this would mean that when you focus at some place, then you are at risk that someone or some is taking advantage of that, and taking something that belongs to you in one way or in another. It can be physical things, it can be energy wise, it can be like anything. But this way up, it's not that it's not going to happen, but it's more like especially with this Eight of Earth card, it's more like when you do what you are good at, and that is what you focus on, practicing your skill, being better at what you do. It can be job wise, of course, but I really get that, because this is this kind of with calmness, what you feel comfortably doing, not about comfortable zone, but this, I can do this, I stand for this, I know how to do this. No one can put me off track here, because I know this is the right way to do this for me. So then, no matter how someone tries on purpose or on what is it called, subconscious, the not on purpose, then they cannot disturb it. Then they cannot take your ability away from you. They cannot shake your ground in knowing this is what I am good at, and this is what I am continuing to focusing on and perfecting. They will not be able to do that, even though they might try. They might try on purpose. They might try just in being the way they are, speaking the way they speak, without knowing that is what they actually are doing, trying to make you feel unease about something. But with the Eight of Earth card here, you are asked to continue to focusing. This is what I know, this is what I do. I know what is right for me. I know how to do this. I know how to live my life, and I will not, I repeat, I refuse to let other people's opinions shake me or take that away from me in any way. Okay? So that's the card's advice for you. That was Danny. Thank you so much, you too. Yeah. Oh, yes. So stay focused and not letting, that's the Seven of Sky, that's the throwing off. So when you stay focused on what you know, this is your way of doing things, that makes you feel you can accomplish this, you can do that because you have that skill. This is the Eight of Earth, is a skill card, of having a skill and nurturing that skill and continuing using that skill, no matter what other people say and do. Yeah. So please continue doing that, and you will be fine. You will be quite okay, more than fine. So now it's Lila, if you would like a card, and after that it's Path. Lila, you are going to have one from each. And the Moonology first. Oh, good. That I'm glad to hear. I'm happy to hear that. I'm happy it helps. It warms my heart that it can help. It definitely does. So this one here, and then there's so many personal cards for the week. Then after I've done the video, I will make timestamps for it, so that can be for the week and for the personal cards. So the people that are not interested in seeing the personal cards, they can just watching for the week, and sometimes I have a little extra for the week in the end, so then they can find that also. No, that was for me. Interesting over there. Okay, Lila, one of these. This one, thank you. Oh wow. Lila, you got the seer, and in traditional it's the hangman, and you can see his dog is upside down, but you also have the hold your vision card with the fixed moon. So but this dog is in a position, it's called the seer. We have the, because by turning your, what's the word in English? How do I phrase it? Turning your perspective, being willing to sort of flip it and see things and sense things from another perspective, a totally other perspective, and open yourself for that. This dog has also closed eyes, and so sort of ruling out any other impressions. This is also the fixed moon, so sort of putting yourself in a position where you are opening yourself to do that. Then you will be able to not just see, but to hold what you see, to hold that vision and follow up on it. But it's important that sort of, keep getting the word twist of vision, that you shift it, like turn it around, like whoof, and see it from a totally different perspective. Not letting yourself getting influenced, but from outside influences. Not letting you disturb from any outside influences, and holding your own vision and seeing that will make you able to do that by doing so, by sort of twist it around, turn it around 180. I hope it makes sense. I hope it makes sense somehow. So now it's path. Do you know which deck? Or should I let the cards choose? Anyway, can the cards choose for path 2 from the Moonology? A sip of water. So nice when you're all here. If any of you have interest in, for instance, the consciousness of water, then I've put the link to a video about the changes in the energy of water. That is sort of a message from water. So I put that in on my community page, so you can go check that out. And there's other some other link to some other interesting videos, and a little few pictures from my trip this weekend. So Lila, that's one of these two cards here. Yes. No, not Lila's path. Sorry. Oh, good, Lila. I'm happy that you can use it, and it makes sense to you in a practical and useful way. I'm so happy. Good to hear. Which way with these two beautiful cards? So path, you have these two cards here. We have the new moon card and the super moon. And the super moon is sort of the opposite of the new moon. This is a full moon that is closer to the earth, so it looks bigger, like this and shining even brighter. And it's about, so when it's closer, then you know everything gets, every emotion gets, you feel them more, you feel emotions more. But there is also the new moon, that a new start is coming. The pure moon energy about new start is coming. So, and with this super moon here, it says emotions are running high, but I really get that it's about being able to sense feeling emotions, and you know, being able to sense them in a more get the word constructive way, instead of not quite destructive. That's a bit harsh, but you know, along the way of destructive, but not destructive. Probably a word that's better in English, but that's what I get. So instead of that, it's more in a more useful way, in a way that where you can use it to build, to sense, to guide you, to being way more open and sensitive to what's happening within you and around you, and use that to build a new, use that to create new life. I keep, I keep sensing the background here with all the stars and all the light, and keep from the moon here, I keep seeing these two areas here, like they're shining even brighter, like two stars on the moon, sort of, especially this one and all the stars in the back. So I really feel that this starlight and the energies from the stars are something that you are getting more sensitive to, in a way you can use to get the world rebuilt, not rebuild old to new again, but you know, rebuild yourself and your way of being into something new. This is the one new, close to new. Not you, like whole new, but it's the same, but it's the same in a different way. It's sort of an upgraded way, if that makes sense. It's not that you're going to be like some feel that you're someone else, but it's like a sort of upgrade into a more sensitive way, in a good way, not in a way that holds you down. If, oh, this is too much sensitive, but a sensitive way where you, yes, I feel what to do. I know what to do in my heart and in my core, because this is how it feels. So I know it within my core and within my soul. This sort of sensitivity from the stars, and the energy for the start is heightened, and getting heightened even more. Hope that makes sense in any way. New subscriber, hi Nana. Yeah, but it's, you know, when you know this and you use the two cards we had, now they're mixed in with the strength and the calm gives the strength. That will be extra helpful for you remembering that. I feel that is the truth. Yes. So that's interesting. And a card that hit itself with behind one of them is that it's time to release negativity, because when you feel more, the hard feelings feel even harder. So it's even more important now to release that, and you can do that by tapping even more into this week's energy about calm and the strength, and strengthen the calm. Okay, that will help you. So let's see, Neha, welcome. It might. I did not tune in specifically, but it might. Of course, it might. As one of many things. This is for you, Neha. Two from the Moonology. And welcome. Happy to see you. Yes. We have the full moon in eclipse, so you know what's it called when yeah, when it's not the sun that's eclipsed but the moon that's eclipsed, you know, with the full moon. So it's have this other energy. It's still full, but it seems more. Can we trust what we see? Can we trust what we think we see and hear and get told? And then we have the cardinal moon with the energy of being bold and taking the first move, taking the first steps into new. But also with this card here, it's important. It's more important than usual to find out what lies behind. If when in doubt, then take steps to find out. Do not it. You are not advised to wait and see what happens and then maybe figure it out. You are advised to actually do the opposite and take steps to find out. You said, what is this really? Is it what it looks like? Because there's this strong energy. So, but it can also be deceiving. It can makes it not deceiving on purpose, but things can look like something they are not. Probably most likely not on purpose, but still. So instead of just waiting and say, I probably find out along the way, then you are advised to taking this first step, taking steps to finding out by asking, by investigating what it takes to find out what the situation really is, how are things connected, if that is it, what do people really mean, what lies behind, whatever situation is, if something you are going wondering about, then okay, then taking steps to research and find out what it really is, so you can take qualified choices and enlightened choices instead of just I will wait and see if things solve themselves. Yes, Neha, that is your reading. It's important that you take those steps instead of just waiting and see if you find they will show themselves. Important that you say, okay, there's something I'm not sure about here. Then instead of just wait and see, and maybe it will show itself, or they will tell me, or I will figure it out at some point. Then you are asked to actually taking steps to find out, do some investigation, ask people, ask questions, research if needed, if something that to be that you need to take decisions about. If it's something about some persons or situations that sort of feel, is it like this or not? Because it can be disturbed in how it looks. Most likely not on purpose, but it can still be disturbed in how it looks. And then it's up to you, instead of just waiting and sit and say, okay, I might find out later, and maybe not, then you probably will not. But you will find out if you take action steps to research, to ask, to find out yourself. Because take the first steps, find out, research, find out what is it? Is it what it looks like, or is it something else? Okay. So I hope that you can use that. You're so welcome, Pat. You're so welcome. I'm happy to help. See if there's anyone else. No, I think I got them for now. So I will pull one from each for rounding the reading up for today. And of course, if someone turns up while that and would like a card, we will do that too. But a maximum of 1 hour, but we have more than 20 minutes. So I think we manage. You are so welcome. You're so welcome, Pat. One from the dog. And one of these. Which one? There are 2 cards clinging together. This one. Okay. Well, this is really interesting. Once again, a card upside down, and I checked if it was supposed to be upside down, and it is. But we also have the expect powerful change card. It is the new moon eclipse, but the important message here is expect powerful change. We are in a time of change, and it, you know, it's, you can, like in this card, you see, the moon is darkened by the sun's shadow, so to speak. It's so you cannot see it. No, it's the sun that's darkened by the moon because the moon is in front of it, but you can see the sun. You can see what lies behind it. You can see there's something powerful shining behind. And that is what is going on right now. That is energy right now. There's so much we cannot see. But even though we cannot see the whole picture, there's lots we cannot see the whole. But we know we can either see, sense, we can see the signs, we can feel the signs, we know in some way. We see the signs that there's so much more. There's so much more behind. We can see that, and we're reminded that with this card. And with this 10 of fire upside down, here, this poor little doggy is dragging along way too much for its own. And some of it had fallen off, but it's close, it's nearing in on its goal. It's heading there. So it's there soon, but it might need some help getting there. But with the other way around here, I really sense that we can be, if we are not, it sounds like too much of a warning, and maybe the right word will come later. But if we're not careful, we can be our own worst enemy. Because when it's upside down, I really feel that he's sort of, it can fall down. I get the message that what we are carrying, that what we want to bring on, some of it is too much, and it can fall down. But if we are not careful, we can lose it all. Also, what we like to bring, that we truly like to bring, and not just what we think we like to bring. It's fine that we lose things that we really do not like to, really do not need to bring further. Habits and thought patterns and reactions and way of being that really in reality hold us back. We like to lose that, yes please, but we do not like to use what helps, what supports, and what we feel are making us us. So that is why that when we are expecting this change and are prepared, prepare ourselves within our hearts, because emotionally around our hearts, making our heart's energy stronger, and let our hearts guide us, like the first cards with the strength and the calm and the strength. Okay? Then the only thing we will get rid of, that we will lose, is what we no longer need, and that will lighten our burden. And it's okay to, say, okay, I can see where I'm getting. I'm almost there. But it's okay to ask for help, to find out how much of this do I need to, how much of this extra weight it's best that I, put away, and how much is good for me to bring onto the village for us to use all in community, to keep the fire and the creativity going. Okay. Yeah, I do remember. Yes, yes. I'm sorry about that, but it will be there, and it's not about it when it's on here in a little while. Then you can do it. And I will also timestamp it, not for each person, but the first for the welcome, and then for the first cards for the week, and then write all the personal cards, and you will be near the end of the personal cards. The last one, the personal cards, and then again for the last two cards, some extra for the collective. So yes, I think that's it. With the cards. Anything else? Nope. Nothing else from the cards. Let's go. I'm so happy. How many have we been here today? I think 4 or 5. That's nice. 4 or 5. That's nice. Yes. Oh, just one extra. Hi, Lakshmi, you just caught me. You will probably be the last for today. Yes, I can focus for the energy for the relationship. I can do that. One card from each I get. Let's see. Okay, in reality, you got 3 cards, but the 2 tarot cards from the dogs, they're sort of 2 as 1 card. Oh, that's nice. Huh. Wow. We got a card we just had before. Be bold and make the first move. And then we got the 4 of fire and the dog star. You know, I sort of just want to show you the cards and say this is positive energy. But with the first move, so if there's something that's bothering you, you're unsure, then this card here invites you to take action, to, in a proper way, of course, you know, from your heart. Always speak from your heart, with the intention of of the highest good thing for all involved. Then there will be the outcome, whether it's within your relationship or after the relationship, will be time for celebration, and it will be, you will be able to shine your true you by, you know, connecting the practical world with how you feel, so sort of combine, and then you will be able to you know, take it where you truly wish, take you where it feels right for you. But be bold, take the first, find out what is going on if you're in doubt. If you're not in doubt, and just anyway, whatever situation, something new, ask, be bold. If it's something that you're in and you're in doubt, then ask from your heart, find out. And the result will be celebration and a possibility for you to be a more true you. And that's whether or not it's within the relationship or after the relationship. It will be a good end result, okay? So I hope that helps. Of course, if you would like that it's in the relationship, then I hope that's it. But that's, yes, it's positive vibes all along. So no matter whether it's in the current relationship, that's the positive thing, or it's because you have time to, it's after the relationship, it will all turn out for the very, very best, whether it's within or after. So be sure of that and trust in that, and speak from your heart when you take that steps to either enter or finding out, whatever it is. Okay? Yes, that's it. I'm so happy to be able to help you all. And also lots of love to you and to all of you. I am going to send you a couple of hearts to all of you. Yeah, lots of hearts to all of you. And celebration of the calm and the new week, the new month, the new half year. Yes. You are so welcome, Danny. All of you are so welcome. I'm so happy and grateful that you are here with me at this time. Yes. So thank you for now, and I will be back next Monday. Maybe a little bit before, maybe a little bit later, maybe around the same time, depending on how the practical things are around here back home. But it's never before. The earliest is 9 my time, and the latest I begin, and the latest is 9:30 I begin. Usually around 9:15, 20, 25 my time, and my time is Copenhagen time. That's the same as Rome, Paris, Berlin, and an hour later than London. And here, this time of year, I think it's When it's 9 here, it's 5 p.m. in Sydney. Yes, in the States, it's somewhere between 6 and 9 hours before. So that's sort of around midnight or very, very early morning. So yeah, but that's the window I usually begin. Usually around 9:15, 20, 25, sometimes a little before, and very rarely a little bit later. But that's the window I aim to begin my Monday lives in. So thank you so much, all of you, for subscribing and participating especially. And yes, so next week, until then, take care and live from your heart. Bye for now. Bye-bye.